Hey guys, I just did a video cutting up some meat with the knife I got from Kylie, knives and stuff. And now I'm going to try to cut up some veggies. I have just some regular yellow squash here. And I'm doing this to make a side dish. I'm just going to basically saute a little bit of onion in a pan, you know, very finely sliced onion. And then I'll just saute some squash. And that'll be a side dish, you know, a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top. Sounds good. So anyway, let me move this camera over here a little bit. Like I said, just wanted to show me using this knife with vegetables to see what I think of it. Alright, so I'm just going to basically cut this into fairly thin slices. First couple cuts will be a test thing because I want to, it's not for the dish, but just I want to see how thin I can get it. But first I'm just lop off the end, and it's garbage. Alright, now I'm just going to, again, see how thin I can get these slices, just for kicks. And I would say that is pretty darn thin. I mean, you can see through it. But yeah, maybe a little bit more fun there because it's our small side. Basically, I can cut it as thin as the blade is on the very edge. These are teeny tiny little pieces, wafer thin. I wouldn't even say paper thin. They're just teeny tiny. Alright, so obviously it's extremely sharp. I don't really need to prove that. That's something I think you guys already knew. So anyway, let's get on with the actual cutting of my pieces for the dish. Alright, so I'm just cutting on an angle here. Just cutting some slices. Again, these are just going to be sauteed in a pan. Hopefully you guys can see this. I like working behind the, oh, that's not a good one. I like working behind the tripod so I can see what I'm doing. However, with this angle like this, I mean, it's hard to really reach around because of that big stick that's sticking out. You know, the part that you adjust. Basically starting towards the tip here and working my way down to slice, and it's working out very nicely. Alright, now let's try something else. Well, can't really change my angle. It's going right into the pan. Alright, I'm going to try this. Sometimes when something, it's a big piece, but when it gets really tiny and I can't really hold it on its side anymore, what I'll do is I'll hold the knife like this, kind of a pinch grip sideways, and I'll come across and just slice it that way. And because it's extremely sharp, I'm able to do that with this knife. I got my slices like that. Almost like a mandolin, I guess. I'm not going to use this slice, but you can see how tiny I can actually get this, or thin. Alright. So, very cool. Alright, that's pretty much it. Works great on vegetables as well. I can imagine. Yeah, just like I thought. It's an extremely sharp knife. I don't really know how to get that across in a video without, like I said, whittling hair or something, but as far as a kitchen purpose, it's very, very nice. Now, I thought I would naturally go into this kind of pinch grip where I put my other 3 fingers underneath and kind of choke up quite a bit on here. That's what I usually do sometimes when I want finer control, but I just naturally grab this knife down here, just like I did with the meat. I really didn't even think of it, honestly, until right now. Instead of doing the pinch grip up here, I just naturally do a grip like this and I cut overhand. It's just how it feels most comfortable in my hand. But it feels really good, and as I showed in the other video, the balance point is right there, exactly where you want it. So, fantastic knife. Kylie really outdid himself with these, and I think when he finally does the, not production, but when he finally focuses just on the kitchen cutlery, I think it's going to do very well. And by the way, if you want to contact him about making knives, the kitchen stuff isn't going to start for a couple months. Alright, the guy needs a break. So, but you know, feel free to ask him about, you know, anything you want to know. If you want to know pricing or availability, anything like that, you know, I'm sure he'll get through the messages and eventually get to you. But that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.